Hello and welcome to Just Us Thinking. I am your host, Michael.
And I am your co-host, Rebecca.
And I'm your AV guy, Mikey.
And here we are for another Video-sode, right?
Yes, we are. We're in our
new studio.
New podcast studio. Not fully finished yet, but we're working on it.
Yeah, we're getting there. So, different setup than we normally have.
Yeah, it's a lot different.
Yeah, and now I could take people on a tour because I have a camera that I have a remote for.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm going to kind of zoom out of here. So there's the three of us. Now we're sitting different because Mikey's normally in front of us and in our other office.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah,
it's now we're all side by side and we're kind of seeing how it works and how everything goes through.
Okay.
You can see I'm going to zoom out. So we have our clipboard for our show. You can see some of the items on the table for that. I think our soundboard is over here. You can see Mikey's camera right there. We go up a little bit. And then, of course, we have that's our studio door right there with our lights. So that's how we get in and out of here. And then you see all the drywalls up there. And then that's the other camera's right there in the picture.
The drywall's not up.
Drywall's not up there. What did I say it was up?
Yeah, you said the drywall's
Insulation is up. So we have insulation up. We're waiting for drywall to go up.
Okay.
And then there's our, that's going to be our door right there is going to be for when people come in and they want to come in and be a guest here. So
okay. Looking good.
Yep. So what are we covering today?
So today we're going to talk a little bit about feeding the beasts.
All right.
Yeah.
So basically we're talking about food.
Yep, we're talking about dog food.
Dog food and cat food. It's going to be mostly dog food we're talking about, though.
I mean, you can kind of look for the same thing in both dog food and cat food. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, so dry food, there's basically the different kind of foods are dry food, canned food, and then this new fresh food, right?
Correct, yep.
So let's cover dry food first.
Okay.
Tell us what you're looking for in dry food.
So usually in dry food, you want to look for the first ingredient to be either a protein, like chicken, beef, fish, or even lamb. I'm really kind of surprised that they start doing the fish for dogs.
Yeah, that's
I
kind
thought
of crazy.
that was more of a cat thing, but hey. And then you want to look for like natural carbs, like whole fruits or vegetables. And then you also want to look for fiber. That's important because it helps their digestive tract. And then one interesting thing I found that some food actually has like ash in it. And it's has like minerals and stuff that actually is good for the dogs. So that was pretty interesting.
I didn't realize that they had ash in there. I mean, is that like what is like ash? I think like cigarette ash or.
Yeah, it's more of like a mineral type.
Okay.
So yeah, it's and I'm sure it's not like you can't see it or anything. It's very microscopic probably.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. So now we give our dogs a little bit of wet food or canned food in theirs, right?
Correct. Yeah.
And then they have the like little flavor packs that you could add to it, right?
Right.
Okay.
They also have like flavored, like it's not water, but it's like liquid that is a flavor that you can just add to the dry food as well. So
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
So there's all kinds of stuff that you could give them, right?
Oh yeah, there's so many options out there. So. Yep.
All right. Well, that's kind of cool. So I'm thinking, what about the fresh food?
Gotta love the commercials.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the one where she kicks her like friend out of her RV because she's like, ew, you have dog food in your fridge. I mean, they're all.
Why is that such a bad thing?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that one out. I mean, they're all kind of the same premise. Like, you're kicking your friend out because they're being judgmental about your food in your fridge.
Right. If you're a pompous asshole kicking your friends out because they say something about dog food in the fridge, it's not normal. People don't do it.
Okay.
But don't be a pompous asshole. Oh, I have some Grey Poupon for my doggy in my limo that I drive around. Fuck off. All right.
Okay. That's Michael's rant for tonight.
Yeah. That's all we get here. So,
all right.
I don't know. You feed the girls in the morning.
I do.
And how do they work for you?
If I forget to put like the cheese or something in there, they definitely let me know because they won't eat until there's like something else in there.
Yeah. Because even if you fake it, they'll still eat it.
No, they're so picky, but they're lucky. They're cute.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's usually cheese in the morning just because it's simple and easy.
Yeah. Just give them a little bit of flavor.
Yeah.
Not too much. So, and then Mikey. You feed them in the afternoon, right?
I do feed them in the afternoon, and sometimes it'll be either wet food that I feed them, it'll either be cheese again, or it's the instant rice that we make for them.
Oh, yeah. They love their rice.
Oh, yeah. So we do give them a little bit of rice, so mix it in there a little bit with them. So now that should bring us into what we can feed the human foods. Okay, table scraps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What's good for dogs that you could feed that you could share, I guess?
I was kind of surprised to find that apples and bananas are pretty good for them.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that, they're good for you anyway. I just didn't realize you could give them, of course, you want to slice them up.
Yeah.
Don't give your dog a whole apple.
Well, yeah, because you don't want to give them the core.
Yeah. So I guess that's really good for them along with bananas.
I didn't realize bananas was good for them.
Yeah, I didn't either. I guess they have potassium, so I guess they need it too.
Okay, I guess so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess, yeah. Monkeys eat bananas. I guess it's okay for dogs too.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
Take us away with the next one.
The next one?
Yeah.
One of my favorite foods, eggs.
Okay. Yeah.
You could give them eggs. I wouldn't overdo it.
Yeah, the girls like those too when we have Yeah.
And then cooked pumpkin
and oatmeal.
Yeah. So if you I guess good fiber, I guess.
Yeah, I hear the pumpkin soothes their stomach. I'm not quite sure what the oatmeal does.
I don't either, but
so, kind of interesting.
I guess you can do I heard turkey is okay for them in small doses as well.
Right, yeah.
So you can I don't know, give them a couple apples and bananas and some oatmeal with some eggs, and they can have a nice breakfast with you.
Yeah, they're eating healthy.
Yep. Now, white rice is also good for dogs because it actually helps our coat quite a bit. Now, you don't want to do it. You don't want to give them a full meal. You don't want to fill them up on rice,
right?
Because it's just a carb. But and they can have carrots too.
They can, just like horses.
Just like horses. Of course, you had to bring horses into this.
I did.
You?
Yep.
All right. Now, I guess what's the big no-nos for dogs?
The big no-no, of course, everyone, I hope you know this, is chocolate.
Yep.
Which, I don't know. I'm starting to actually question this because I think Beaches got into one of those candy canes of Hershey Kisses one year.
Right.
Didn't
and
do
ate the
anything.
whole thing.
Didn't do a darn thing to her, which I was of course, freaking out because I was like, oh my God. I think Sadie got a hold of a good chunk of chocolate too.
Right.
And we were all like, let's just watch her. And she was good. I was like, okay. So I'm like.
So I think the problem here is I don't think there's a lot of chocolate in chocolate we eat anymore.
Okay.
And I think that could be the difference because I thought when we found that Beaches ate that chocolate.
Yeah.
She ate her weight in chocolate, and I thought, that dog, oh my God, we just killed a dog.
Yeah.
And she was fine. She didn't care. So
yeah.
I want to say there's not as much. Now, I guess if it was dark chocolate, I don't think the milk chocolate has as much chocolate as people think it has anymore.
That's interesting.
I would bet you it was if it had more cocoa or something like that, I think that could have brought. It's still not good, but don't do it. Yeah. It's like arsenic for dogs. So so are cherries.
Cherries, yep.
Yep, they can't have cherries.
Raisins and grapes are also a big no-no.
Yep, it's like arsenic as well.
Yep.
Okay.
And then avocados.
I didn't realize avocados were bad for them.
I didn't either. So I'm glad I don't have any of those laying around.
Yeah. So now we sometimes will give them like plain mashed potatoes.
Right. Yeah.
So that's okay for them. I assume people in Mexico were giving them Mexican version of potatoes, which is avocados.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or Mexican rice.
I don't think Mexican rice is good for them either. I think it has
Yeah.
too much stuff in there. I think it just has to be the white rice, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, just the white rice. So.
Okay.
I know, like, a big thing, like, they say when, if your dog's sick or anything, is, like, plain hamburger meat cooked up.
Oh, okay.
And then, of course, the white rice, because that's supposed to help their stomachs. So.
Okay. Kind of soothe them over.
Yeah.
Now, peanut butter, you have to be careful with peanut butter.
Yeah.
Because you want the no sugar added and I guess the low sodium. So you can give them peanut butter, but it just has to be the right peanut butter.
Okay.
Don't give them the American with tons of sugar in it peanut butter.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Our girls, we try to give them pills in the peanut butter, and they like lick the peanut butter and then spit out the pills.
They don't do that anymore, do they?
We haven't had to give them pills in a while, but when we were, they were like chewing the peanut butter and spit out the pills.
So I thought Beaches was really good at like spitting out the pills. I think the girls just ate it, right?
No, our girls did it too.
Did they?
Yeah,
okay.
But Beaches, yeah, she was
right.
She did not like her pills, and she knew it. I don't know how she like always knew when I was about to give her a pill, because like even with cheese, she'd like take the cheese, eat it, and then spit out the pill. So it was just one of those things where I'm like, really, the dog is too smart for her own good.
That is the problem with having dogs.
Yeah.
They sometimes are a little too smart.
Oh yeah, Sadie was like that too with the cheese and pills.
Cats don't care. Cats will either eat it or not. My cats don't like wet food.
Yeah, they don't.
And they really don't like treats either.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
They don't even like catnip all that good.
They'll get into the catnip. Oh yeah.
Will they?
Oh yeah. You put some catnip and they have to, I mean, they almost like rub themselves all over it.
Yeah, but it's like 5 minutes and they're done.
I know. We don't put that much out for them. I don't want to get them that high. I mean,
yeah.
I don't need a coked out cat running around the house. I've got dogs to worry about too.
Right.
Geez.
We should actually try that sometime.
Get the dog, the cat and dog all hopped up on catnip and see what goes on. Oh
I remember, like, when I lived out in Portland, my neighbor had some cats, and I think, like, it wouldn't play with the toys with the catnip.
Okay.
So she, of course, since Beaches was a smaller dog, she gave some of the toys to me that had the catnip in them, and Beaches just loved those toys. Like, she was, like, carrying them around in her mouth and all this stuff. I'm like, oh, Lord.
She was getting high.
Yeah. I was like, oh, my gosh, I just did this to my dog.
That's crazy. So
yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of dog options now. What do you know about that? What is it? Fresh food.
Fresh food, yeah. You actually see a lot of it in the stores now. Okay, I take that back. Not a lot, but they do have. It's starting to make. It's starting to come out more.
Yeah.
Because they always have like a freezer with them in the
right, or a freezer or a fridge right there.
Yeah.
Now the problem with that is it does go bad after a while.
Yeah.
It's perishable is a problem.
Right.
So it's gonna go bad. So I don't know. I have a hard time with this.
I've never tried it, so I'm just kind of like, I don't know. That's just not me.
To me, it almost seems like that should be a treat for something special.
Yeah, I mean, but depending on how good it is, I mean, you could, some people are health nuts, so.
I know.
So they want the same for their dogs.
I get that, but it's also most of the food that they eat. Listen, dogs have been eating dry dog food for
ages.
Ever.
Yeah.
And they've been eating table scraps forever.
Right.
It's just kind of the way it goes. So I don't know. I guess it's each their own.
Yeah.
I might want to get it just to see if they try it.
I
Do they
kind of
have-
would too.
Do they have it for the cats too?
I don't know.
I wonder if they have fresh food for the cats.
I would think so. I haven't, like I said, I haven't looked at it that well, but I
Okay.
am kind of curious about it and see how good it is.
I am too. So
maybe we'll have to try that.
yeah, we'll have to give that a try and see. And then maybe give it as a treat every once in a while and see how that goes.
Okay, sounds good.
Now we like to give them, what was it? They have ice cream for dogs.
Yeah, the
Frozen Paws.
yeah,
Or something like
Frosty Paws.
Frosty Paws.
Yeah.
Now you don't want to give dogs regular ice cream.
No.
Now they can have a little bit of vanilla, but it's also very sugary.
Yeah.
So they make little pup cups
They
for
do.
like little ice cream for them.
Yeah.
So when the girls had their birthday, we gave them ice cream, and then they make doggy cupcakes.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I remember that. And I just remember my dad, like, he had, he'd get like an ice cream cone from like Dairy Queen or somewhere.
Right.
And he gets down to what's left just in the cone, and he would let Beaches lick it.
Oh.
And you see that tongue come out, and she was so happy.
Yeah.
My mom be like, Beaches, want to go for ice cream?
Oh my God.
She's like, yeah.
That's crazy. Now, yeah, I want to be on sugar. I want a sugar high.
Yeah.
Now there's a lot of stuff that you're not supposed to give to a dog, but you can, as long as you don't overdo it.
Right.
A little bit of ice cream, a little bit of this, a little bit of that won't hurt them. There's the exception list, which is the grapes, the raisins. Raisins are just dried up grapes.
Right.
Avocados and cherries. Cherries is a big one. You can't give them either.
Mm-hmm.
And then chocolate is always. I've always heard chocolate, but this is now 3 or 4 dogs I've heard that got into chocolate and nothing has happened.
Yeah. So
I'm now questioning my my quality control on these chocolate. These Hershey Kisses. They're not. I don't think they have chocolate in them anymore.
yeah. I mean, I by no means would go. I would not give it to my dog knowingly.
No. I would.
So yeah.
I would never knowingly give a dog chocolate.
And we don't encourage you to either.
And I don't encourage anybody to do it. However, there is one place that I remember.
Mm-hmm.
You go for it. You got this.
I think it was actually a vet office that would have the the little Hershey Kisses.
Right.
For when someone was coming in to put their dogs down.
Right.
They would give them a kiss.
Yep.
So
and I think they had a sign that says everybody leaving this world should know what chocolate tastes like.
Exactly.
So
Yep.
I thought that was pretty cool. I mean,
yeah.
It's I like that idea. I think that's pretty cool.
Yep.
So, all right. Well, I think a good show. I think we covered a lot of stuff.
Yeah. There's so much information on the internet. Just do your research and
make sure you're going to a quality place to get this information to. By the way,
yeah.
Just so you know.
Yep.
But if you like what we say, like what we do, if you want to give us a like, a follow, or share a story about your pets, we would love to hear it. You could do that on Facebook, Instagram, and on X.
Yep. And then you can listen to our regular shows on like iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon, Apple, pretty much any podcast player. So.
Yep. And we're also on YouTube, Rumble, and then we do post on TikTok. So.
Yep, we are everywhere.
And then hopefully here pretty soon. I don't know if we're going to continue to record out here, if we're going to continue to record inside.
Okay.
I think we're going to try both and see where it goes.
Okay.
Depending on how much work is being done out here at the time. So I got a little fly bothering me out here right now. So that's fun
sounds like
stuff.
a plan.
Sounds like a plan, though?
Yeah. And
I scared him off to you, so shoot him over there to Mikey. Get Mikey, get over there with Mikey over there. So, no, we thank you guys for listening. We really appreciate all you guys' support, and see, it's
now he's on me.
That's what happens. So, I don't know, good show, and more to come.
Alrighty, bye, everybody.